peak of a man's life. All he has is his kin, his pride, and his will to survive. Sometimes you can't have all three.
We hear the dead man snoring down below the ground. Journey towards the devil's home. And looky what we found. And ain't you a beaut?
We all present? Is everyone here? I will only assume since there's 7 of us, we're all present and accounted for. In the past, I've had the pleasure of working with some of you, and I welcome you gentlemen here tonight. Truly, it's an honor to knock on the devil's door with you all once again. But then I see some new faces, some which I dare I've never seen before. You all come bearing your own identity. I think it's safest that it be kept a secret. Gentlemen, Root Flats is the end. For all but some, it's been 3 years of fighting and law-abiding. But now I give you final warning that come this morning, our blood will be shed once again. This is where we begin. Root Flats is where it ends.
Who are these fellas anyhow?
They're murderers, thieves, the real scum of shit. Every assassination attempt, hanging, robbery, you name the sin committed in the last month or so. We are dealing with the worst of the worst.
Now, Bradley, these boys need to rest. Don't want them pissing themselves all night.
I'll say as such and as much as I want. There ain't no pampering going on around this campfire. I'm told these boys are well groomed, which leads me to believe that they have the stomach for this sort of thing. So hush up, Viggy. Remember that cave-in? mining shaft up in Soka Crest about 3 months back. Shaft caves in and collapses on all 6 miners inside. None survive but one. One walks out alive. This son of a bitch was trapped inside that hole for 2 weeks, feeding off of the others. By the time they found him, he had begun to sustain on his own hand.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't get sick just yet, boy. Bradley, tell him about the bastard with the broken arms.
Biggie.
Kid's fucking dad beat him every day for 16 years. Broke his arms
Okay,
permanently, making it impossible for him to lift a cannon. That little bastard,
Viggy.
he found a way. Tapes his guns to his hands and waves them around like a fucking monkey. Watch out for him, boys. Who knows what that fucking
That's
thing
enough!
is. Carnival showman. Once had an army of freakish goons. Only one remained. And then there's the gambler. Pete 1-2 McFree.
The list goes on and on. Now listen to this next bit because it's the most important. Well, all these bastards pose as both a threat and a hefty reward. Our main focus here is this Mr. King.
Excuse me?
Something to say?
You're telling us the Mr. King is held up at Roof Flats?
Must I repeat myself?
No? Because Mr. King is a myth. And if he ain't a myth, he's a ghost. Mr. King is a bedtime story you tell the local kids to get them to stop causing a ruckus. Hell, even I've been fed this shit once or twice in my life. Sure, people fear what they can't see. But Mr. King is simply untraceable.
We believe that King is being held up inside the main office of the Bloody Pinkerton Saloon. When Root Flats went under 5 years ago, the surviving and profiting attraction in the territory remained to be the Pinkerton. It's what drove the bastards to Root Flats in the first place. Turning the whole place into a ghost town. And yes, my friend, what you assume may be true. We may be chasing a ghost. But eventually you'll learn to accept that, although you may not believe what you hear, you'll learn to understand that something is out there. I did.
If this Roof Flats is such a deadly shithole, how in the hell do you know so much about it? Or where to find this Mr. King?
The same way you find out just how hot the blazing pits of hell are. You go there.
Evening, gentlemen. You must be the Delilah twins. I say, you lads come highly recommended by Sir Ben Bloodgood, personal good friend of mine from Dodge. In fact, a certain person of higher authority that I'm associated with gave me one simple grin when informed we would be provided with your assistance in our matters. So come on, lads, dismount, take a wide load off. Welcome to Root Flats. Ugh, never mind Mr. Hammer there, he works for me. You know, keeping a personal eye on things. Can't be too careful when wanted for over 30 murders from here to the Rio Grande. So, watch your step. I only seem the fool.
Evening, Mr. Shanks. Couple of new recruits.
I do say they are. And what, may I ask, do you have there?
Haha, this is just a victory gift for the men I dug up. Christmas come early.
Exciting. This, my friends, is the Bloody Pinkerton. Enjoy.
Well, what can I get for you? drink?
Milk. Whiskey.
Yeah, well, which one is it then?
Just poured one glass for him, Daddy. We'll do the rest.
Gentlemen! I present to you the Delana twins!
Call.
You call?
200, right? Yeah, I call.
Well, what you got then?
Well, the question is, what you got? You see, there's no point in laying down your 3 queens now.
Cheating fuck.
You call me a cheat again, you're gonna have to draw that cannon. See, counting cards is easy, but counting the slugs in your ass is a whole hell of a lot easier.
Things are always looking to get a little ugly around this park. Makes you wonder where the discipline comes from. Speaking of discipline, where, I wonder, did our soldier of fortune get off to?
So, tell us about the Confederate.
Major Samuel Thaddeus Tears, an officer of the Confederate Army. He's young when he made rank. But it was his cold, black heart that drove his cavalry to victory. He and his men would ride in, take out messenger sharpshooters, even wounded soldiers. They were more like hired assassins than cavalry. Doing the dirtiest work for their commander. They'd ride in without haste and vanish in the blink of an eye.
Come on, let's go to the creek. Sam! You wanna go to the creek?
done. Just take the money.
This is who we are now. Learn to live with it.
Mr. King thanks you for your services and your contribution to his effort.
Thomas, go get Pa. Jacob, you too. What are you gawking at, Abe?
You called for me, General.
Boy.
How are you feeling?
I'm dying, boy. I'm dying. The men are dying. Our cause.
Drink. Drink.
Oh, Lord. Everything that comes out of my mouth nowadays has to do with death. I fall asleep and I think about the men and their sons that I sent to die on my battlefield over the drop of my sword.
Oh, may I say, sir, that we would not still be fighting today if you haven't done just that.
You've done me proud, son. For your responsibilities, it's gonna come with a heavy grain of well, there's something. I just can't get my thoughts straight these days. Oh, what could be taking so long?
What's that?
My death. I lay here with open arms and it just won't take me. I lay here and it won't take me. And I think about you boys. And that keeps me here. You bastards are keeping me from my death. I need you to stop doing it.
We'll get right on that, sir.
It's a good boy. You lead with conviction. You can take orders as well as give. It's an admirable quality. Yet, a year after his death, You still stride, but the guilt of Thomas smeared all over your face. This is something that you cannot do.
He was my brother.
He was my son. And he made his choice. And his blood is spilt and washed away. I did not promote you at such an early age to show such weakness.
Why did you promote me? I'm young and inexperienced. If you can give me one reason, other than that I'm your son, I'm all ears.
I am done. As a general, I can no longer lead these men. But as a father, I can lead my children. Your brothers are as strong and as sharp as their bayonets, and you are the strongest of them, both in body and mind. You distinguish before you decide. You sense before you strike. Like I said, Samuel, you know how to lead. It is a quality that must be recognized and put in its proper place. You will continue to lead these men. Perhaps not to victory, but to redemption. You must recognize your weaknesses so that you can hide them.
These men only follow me for who I am. Because of who I am to you, what makes you think that they will continue?
I don't. The war is lost. I'm not friend. But remember that what you do today will echo in your blood a lifetime. Never blink on the battlefield. You might just miss what it is that you're looking for. Now get the hell out of my tent.
Looking for something? You're looking awful dead-eyed into that dirt there, Major. Grow some hair on that chest yet? A little run like you? Trying to run men like that? You better grow some hair on that chest. Those bastards will eat you alive. Well, look at that. There's a tear in Samuel Tear's eyes.
How about another drink, old timer? Another drink? Come on. Matt! A bowl and a bottle of whiskey. See that drink? That's it, right? Go ahead, old timer. Drink up.
I'm sorry. Who the fuck are you again?
Those are the Delilah twins, sir.
Did I ask you, you horse rotten shit? Well, it's a pleasure to have more rotten, no good fucking bastards like yourselves joining our horde of rotten, no good fucking bastards. What are you gawking at? That's right, men. Keep drinking, pissing, and fucking. As long as we're all in the goddamn clear, right? Yes, do you?
Wasn't all that good.
Quite filling.
Well, that was quite the spectacle, Sam.
Not now, alleyway.
Samuel.
I said, not now.
When then? I didn't come over here for my own pleasure. I came to talk business.
What about?
The girls. They're getting uncomfortable.
Your whores, your entire profession's uncomfortable.
We may be a lousy bunch of whores, but that don't make us fucking dumb. Now, I know you are aware of the type of clientele that we provide our services for. That's why you sent for me. But it's getting out of hand.
I'm not following.
Of course you're not. You're dipping your head in the midnight oil. You got one asshole looking like he wants to take a bite out of Annie. Another fella talking about doing things with a knife that I don't even want to get into describing. And then you've got that rich guy who quite frankly looks rather out of place walking around among God knows what these creeps are. They're scaring the souls out of my girls. Only one in this freak show who ain't posing a threat to my girls is that kid over there with the broken arms. They say he's just adorable.
So what is it you'd like me to do, alleyway? Break everybody's arms? We discussed this. You understood the conditions when you took the job, not to mention that Mr. King is paying handsomely for your services and your girls.
My girls ain't worth shit if they get cut up. And I took this job under the condition that you would be supervising these nightly festivities. But look at you, drowning your own men in their whiskey. I know you, Sam. And I haven't seen you show any control.
Beware of my ability to control. I can turn it on like a kerosene lamp. You're professionals, right?
Of course. But we're done by 2.
And that doesn't work either, alleyway. You're paid for a full night's work, and that's what you're gonna give us. You keep your women working proper, I will keep my men in line.
That another one of your promises, Sam?
It is.
And what of me, Sam? Do I keep working proper?
You talked to him? What'd he say?
How are the girls holding up?
Well, we've got our work cut out for us. Figuratively speaking, thank heavens. Couple rough goes. Nothing bad yet. We'll be fine. I think.
Just keep 'em hustling. And no pocketing. Not from this crowd. It's the last thing I need. One of my girls getting her hands chopped off because she wanted a little something extra.
Yes, ma'am. You know, we should get paid more.
It's a shitty job, but it's still a job. Now why don't you get out there and fuck something?
Yes, ma'am.
He said it would be at dawn, gents, but by the time we leave... Where, I wonder, did those two get to?
Look at the size of them.
Yeah, a regular savage fucking beast.
You want a drink, boy? Oh, look. The nigger is rising.
Praise be, it's a fucking miracle.
Come on. Come on, boy. Come on, you son of a bitch.
Having a laugh?
We was just having some fun, Sam.
He's not yours to have fun with. Charlie, take these shit sacks outside and sober them up.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
My sincere apologies for any offense. No harm taken, I hope. As you can see, these men sincerely have no control, and unfortunately for men, and for you, they are limited in the ways to deal with such behavior. You see, respect is by far my most monumental virtue, but you just don't get it with this crowd. I may be young, but at least I know a soldier when I see one. He's got something in front of him that only he can see, and it's called integrity. You know what this word means? Integrity? It means focusing your actions on an internally consistent framework of principles. Even a fella as yourself has got more principles than these pieces of shit. Even if those chains force you into the category by default. We all have our roles to play. Including you, I'm afraid. You got any kin? Brothers? Sisters? I got me some brothers. 4 in all. There was 2 of them rotten bastards right outside there. And the other 2, well, dead. One for sure caught his last breaths with the palm of this hand. They were good soldiers, though. Both of them. Union Army. You'd love them. You ever... But you just don't talk much, do you? You ever take the life of one of your own kin? Brothers, sisters, father? Look at me! One of the best, worst feelings a man can have. Imagine the potential a man can show the world. You ever get that feeling? It's quite a humorous imagination a man can have. Apologies yet again.
What of your other brother, sir?
I'm sorry, what?
Your other brother. What of him?
My apologies.
The next time you feel the urge to act like a goddamn horse's ass.
Jesus,
Samuel! You do it in the woods, miles away from me. No. You pull that shit again with King's merchandise. You'll be hanging by your balls in the gallows just waiting for me to finish you off. Now.
Holy Christ, Samuel. You need to calm down, sir.
Sam, he's right. You need to take it easy. Hey! Now, we're wheeling and dealing with some real rotten bastards here, if you haven't noticed. Any one of them willing to stick a cannon at your back at the right price.
Why does this lecture sound so familiar to me?
There's a reason for that, Major.
And what are you doing, huh?
Tell me what I'm doing, Jacob. Tell me.
You're sitting here huffing and puffing. Just pushing our men away. We need to proceed with caution, sir. Because if you think that King
is gonna what? Huh? King is gonna what? Now listen, whatever arrangement King and I have is none to be concerned with you, Jacob. With you, Charlie. Without King, we wouldn't have boots to piss in. Now, you wouldn't want to relinquish your honor to King, now would you?
I'm not saying such.
Then keep your mouth stitched, then.
Jacob didn't mean anything by it. He just doesn't want to see you let your guard down. None of us...
Look like I'm letting my guard down, Charlie.
Oh, that's great, brother. That is just outstanding. Your own brother. Treat me the same as you would that banker from New Channel. Maybe it's about time we think about breaking off from King. I think we'd be a lot better off.
Hey, listen. Without King, this group that we so willingly supported all this time would cripple and fall. We would all cripple and fall. Now, brother, do you really want to see that happen to us?
I don't know, Major, but without King, maybe, just maybe, you'd learn to be a leader again. Let's go, Jacob.
Everything all right, Captain? Family matters and whatnot. You know, Colonel, I once knew a gypsy woman with a remedy for these sorts of things. I could possibly pull her out of my hat for you. Ha ha ha! Oh, come now, Lieutenant. It was only a joke. Oh, and what is it? Great Confederate Major Samuel Tears? King would like a word with you.
These men should not be celebrating like this tonight. We're not out of this just yet. And pardon me for speaking freely, King, but I'm wary that we'll all make it through the mountain pass alive tomorrow, much less out of this catacomb shit pile that we've dug out for ourselves. I mean, do you really think there is no bounty hunter, some Pinkerton scum that wouldn't see this as a golden opportunity to cash in on our heads?
I told you we'd find a place within the hour.
I don't know, man. I don't have a good feeling about this place.
I assure you, sir, if hospitality is what you're seeking this evening, the bloody Pinkerton will more than accommodate.
This place looks delightful.
I did what I said I was gonna do. I kept the wave a-coming and the tide high. But when we move out tomorrow, there is no telling what is going to be in those mountain ranges. I know you know these territories like the back of your hand, but are you not the least bit concerned? Of course not. Why should you be?
I don't know, ma'am. I think we ought to move on.
On the contrary, sir, I'm afraid there isn't another town around these parts for quite a while. But not to worry, madam. You'll feel right at home here. Welcome to Root Flats.
No one knows that the great and eluding Mr. King. No one suspects your face to none, right? You're likely to walk into a hall of 1,000 sheriffs and no one will blink an eye in suspicion. These men, they've got far too much blood on their hands to go unnoticed. Now, I'm just as guilty as the rest of this piss and shit. But there's one thing that I have that they don't, and that is intuition! You asked me to lead these men. But what is it that I'm leading here? They're not soldiers, fighting for a worthy cause or for glory. There's nothing honorable about leading men with this kind of reputation on their cuffs.
What a welcoming bunch.
Indeed.
Wait, that's my daughter. My daughter. Wait.
Get
Wait,
over here.
Susan! No. No, Susan! Leave me alone!
And now that they've got their prize, they'll piss it all away. It's already begun. They don't need me no more. They don't even need you.
Pardon me, King, but the girls were... I'm sorry for the interruption.
What is it?
No! No! No!
Leave me
No!
alone!
No!
Please. Leave me alone. No, I can't. No! No! No, please! No! No! Why are you doing this? Susan!
What?
Feel.
The boys seem to be growing tired of the night's festivities, and the girls and I are requesting to bed down early tonight.
Good. These men need their rest. Have them dispersed to their bunks, and you have your girls ready to leave by dawn.
I could really use your company now, Sam.
You're ridiculous.
Not asking much.
I'll be right out. Give me a minute. What? We're all here to claim our prize, right? Even if it isn't the one we've been looking for. No matter what happens tomorrow, you will get to Los Libra. On my life. But believe me when I say that I'm still burning inside, even though you've pulled me out the fire.
How is my little pet doing? Okay. Mr. Emma. Here we go. Back. Arm. Leg. Leg. Leg!
Evening, Charlie Tears.
Well, Pete, 1-2 McFree. Want a couple of hands tonight, I see?
That I did. Little luck never hurts now and then.
Well, I hear tell there's something a little more than luck keeps you winning, Pete.
Perhaps.
You do realize we have in our possession over $2 million in gold and cash? What's another dollar at this point, really?
When killing a man, my dear Confederate...
Old woman?
It's exceptionally notable to know that you shot him down with quite a pretty penny in his pocket. If the man were to ever shoot me down, I'd want him to feel proud of it. Good night, Corporal.
Think that day can be about 4 men alone.
Quiet yourself now, Vig, and get some rest. How you doing, son? It's been a long time coming, you and me. It's just like any other bounty, just...
Hey, Davis, what's the total war come out to? Davis?
Shut up, Viggy. Loud fucking mouth. Get us all shut up in the middle of the night. When I think of what you have become, all that matters is the tight grips you have on those miraculous pistols of yours. Give these boys a proper lesson in combat and artillery. I've seen the potential in you, kid. And I know the path that's been paved for you. He will come for you. And when he does, let your heart tell you what to do. They're all wanted dead. Every single one.
This is too easy. Kill that son of a bitch. What the fuck?
Shit! God damn that, Figgy. This is gonna head downhill rather quickly. Let's move.
Ben, what's going on? We're being raided, Nick.
Boys, I'm doing me some grave robbing tonight.
Pete, get my brothers.
Right.
Come and get me, boys!
Major.
How many?
7, maybe more.
So what's the problem, Pete? Form divisions and deal with it.
Divisions?
Samuel. It's him.
The fucking kid. Push him into the woods. Nobody gets to the Pinkerton. We protect King!
Sam? What about me and my girls?
Job's done, Allie.
But Sam!
Push into the woods and meet me at the river bend. Until then, You're on your own.
And you'll be there?
Yes.
You promise?
Put it on my tombstone.
We're fucked. Pull back into the one!
What's going on, Miss Allie? How are we supposed to get out of here?
Girls, shut up. We're moving out now, so just pack up everything you can and let's make our way over to the river band.
We're going to die. Wait a minute. I got an idea.
Well, 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 Mr. Ammer. I think it's about time we collect our earnings and jog on. You get the nigger. I'll get the rest. Well, for a decent cup of tea.
Behind!
Meet back at the saloon.
Well, this was a great fucking plan.
Crazy fuck!
Never in my young life did I think some dumb motherfucker was gonna take a bite out of my neck. I taste your blood.
You sure this is gonna work?
No, but that's the only pass to the river, and this should draw the fire away. You ready to play, baby?
Look at me, I'm sunny and bright, wondering what lies in my sight. The clouds go boom, I hear the bang. Soul wakes me up, this is what it's saying. What?
Shut up.
What the fuck is that?
You should learn how to count your rounds, fella. Do I know you?
You might.
You seem goddamn familiar to me.
Don't talk, honey. Can you get up?
Biggie, what do you do?
Come on, Vic. We gotta go.
Goddamn shame.
Sam! Sam! Sam, there they are! Sam. Fine, I'll get him. Charlie, wait! Charlie! Woo! Bag me a Confederate.
Sam.
Major, I think we got him.
What are you doing, Sam?
Major! My apologies, brothers.
That was you, wasn't it? Back in Old Fort.
If I remember correctly, Pete, you were frustrated with losing so many hands that night.
You mistake me for someone motivated purely by pride and ego. See, my frustration did not lie at the loss of my money, but the fact that you were able to walk out of that saloon alive with my money.
Purely accidental, I assure you, Mr. McFree. But unfortunately, me and my associates didn't walk into that shit town today looking to extend an apology.
Ain't that the goddamn truth? Well, I see no reason why I shouldn't reclaim my finances now.
They aren't your finances to begin with.
Drop the rifle.
Impressive, Pete. But I do believe this belongs to King. I'll make sure King gets it.
little bastard! Woo! Big way up! Shit! Big eye! Well, well, the infamous Major Samuel Tears. You did one hell of a job leading these rotten bastards. Getting them all killed. You got nowhere to run. And in a moment, your scalp will be my new prized possession. Now tell me, what could possibly be so infamous about you?
Nothing.
Fucking coward.
Lower your guns.
Abraham!
Brother.
He made it easy for you, Abe. You can't blame him for that.
No, I can blame him for everything else. I guess it's just us now. Let's go get King.
Looking for something, chum?
You! Mine!
Here we go.
Fuck my face!
Going to be Pope. We'll have to get through me first.
Mind if I have a seat? So, Mr. King, I presume.
Bradley. How are you?
Oh, I've had a couple of better days.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Are you now?
Come on. Don't make me out to be some kind of devil.
I wouldn't be here if you weren't. I don't know if you're aware of the inconvenience you've been to the folk around these parts. 5 towns suck completely dry of its wealth. Every territory from here to the Nevada desert fears of your arrival. And then there's me. How am I supposed to feel? What do you expect me to do?
I expect you to understand.
Understand what? That because you still wear that ring on your finger, I won't break into every home from here to San Francisco looking for you. It's still a relief to me that somebody else, not you, is capable of such atrocity. But here I am, chasing you around just like the good old days.
I guess I should have expected you to go out and do the only thing you're good at.
You think this is the only thing I'm good at? Perhaps you were right once. But you never did give me the opportunity to prove otherwise.
To what? Settle down and have children on a farm? Have you disappear into the night every week while I stay home and clean? Bradley, what kind of woman did you take me for? Who is it you thought you hung yourself up on in that saloon 5 years back? I ran out on your life because I was looking for more. I looked down every alley and around every corner to find out what that was. And Samuel Tears gave me that opportunity. As a woman, saving a man's life goes a long way. It was in his debt to me that I made my decision. I mean, you do learn things when engaged with associates of a completely different nature. I was a working girl in every sense of the word, and I'm sorry, but that reward was just too high to pass up. And you, well, you were the kind I never had before. This dark, mysterious man sitting in the corner drinking his whiskey. You had a past full of killing and bloodshed, but you had this loving and caring disposition in your eyes. Probably would have been a thrill to be with you. I mean, it is clear that it was a thrill for every poor bastard outside. I remember you once told me the most glorious reward in life is to discover your purpose. King allowed me to find that. I'm not a killer, Bradley. In my career as king, I have only had the ability to take the life of one person.
She wasn't just any person.
I know. But all that gold and all that money, eventually I would have found a way to give it all back, especially to you.
You could never replace the one thing you took from me.
You always knew your purpose. I was so envious of that. You're a killer, and you're good at it.
I still am.
Yes. Yes, you are. In a way, I wonder why I ever left such a man.
Shall I remind you?
No, there's no need. Look, Bradley. We are all here to claim our prize. Even if it wasn't the one we were searching for. I know I'm making this harder for you, but if you'll just allow me to let one last thing off my chest. You loved Katie Carson. But killing her was the happiest moment of my life.
Goodbye, Katie. How's he holding up?
Oh, he'll be fine.
Oh, I'm fine. Just another bounty.
What about the money?
I guess we head back into town, tell the sheriff it's over, and they can come in and get it themselves. Hey, look. As long as we collect our share of the bounty, that's all that we can ever ask for.
Fellas? I guess someone got what they were looking for. Let's go.
We go now, Mr. Undertaker, sir.
Yeah, we go now to Los Libra. And call me Mr. King.